Hello, welcome back everyone. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing fantastic. Kryllyk here, back with FTB Inventions, and we are back in the world. And as you can see, I've created a new thing in Section A, another duplication of this dome over here. And what I've decided to do is this is going to be our Tech Reborn, or like Industrialcraft type area, is kind of my goal. I'd like to get a quarry pretty soon, just so that we can, you know, up our game a little bit more and get things a little bit easier. So, you know, kind of experiment a little bit with that. I've also connected all of our stuff together, so we can actually go right to the basement, just like so. And there goes my phone. I tell you, never fails, right? So yeah, lots of good options available to us here going forward on this world. We have so much that we can do, so much. I'm just continually expanding the ME controller thing here as well. This is all working great. I have no complaints whatsoever. And then of course we can just do elevator to go straight up. But first things first, we need to do some auto crafting setup because, well, you guessed it, these Industrialcraft things are not fun in the slightest. So what we need to do is we need to set up some auto crafting of all of this stuff. So in the meantime, I want to get things like my metal former. Did I leave it upstairs? I think I left it up at the other base, didn't I? I would like to get my metal former and all that stuff up and running. I did not. It's right there. Perfect. So I want to get all of these guys up and running with some automation, first and foremost, and then we can continue to expand from there. Oh boy, that's a little steep. That was a little steep. Let's go with another 10 for now. So we do need to run additional cabling out to that base from the basement here. This is our first line here. What I'm thinking is we're so tied up over here. What I'm thinking is we're going to come straight down here. Now I could use P2P. I'm not a huge P2P fan myself, even though it is quite good. I'm not a huge fan because from what I've heard is it can cause quite a bit of potential lag or issues in your world, and I don't really want to make more work for these fine people that invite me to the FTB1 servers and all that kind of stuff, right? So in the meantime, I think I'm just going to stay away from the P2P because, well, I don't, like I said, don't want to cause any additional resource or time where they're not working on things that would benefit you guys, like new mod packs, right? So, you know, that's one of the things. So I'm just going to run a new line over. I'm actually going to connect this line into all of the machines that we did already. So this line is actually going to connect into all of that. And this line here is going to be for our other room. So, oh boy, that's a problem. Yeah, rip torch. Rip torch. Okay, yeah, no big deal. We fixed it. Okay, so that's a bit of a situation. Yeah, we're going to run into water problems. Okay, I'm going to have to fix and clean all of that up here on the way. Alright, so my first step is to fully automate everything just like I did over here. I want to have the same kind of setup. So this metal former here is going to be extruding and all that kind of stuff. Now, the difference is, though, I want to have these on, well, I want to be able to store 4 different types with them. So for that, we're going to need a couple of different things. And I think we can do it with this ME interface crafting card. Yeah, okay. So we need to get an ME interface, not an import bus. Nope. This guy right here. And I want to see if we can pull this off here correctly. So we also need a crafting card, which is that and that. All right, crafting table. Let's just make 100 of those, because why not? No, not a flower. That guy. Okay, crafting card. All right, let's see if this works first and foremost. So we want the ME interface attached, and then we're going to want to supply it with a crafting card. Basically saying that anything going in here is a craft. Or it's going to craft those things, is what I mean to say. So we need to then set up recipes for this to be extruding and have that work. The biggest problem that we have with this room, though, is powering it. We haven't gotten to that point, and I need to run power over here. Now, we can easily get, I believe we have tesseracts powering all this stuff on the other side. I cannot recall for the life of me. I think I switched everything over to tesseracts, though. Let's just dig our way over and confirm that, though, because I want to make sure. I want to double check. Okay, good. Yeah, we did switch over to Tesseract. Okay, excellent. So we need more Tesseracts, or we need another Tesseract over here. Now, the biggest problem here is, as you guys know, Tesseract transmits RF. So for us to actually get in a position where this is going to work for us, we need to get power converters. And yes, power converters are not that difficult. Did I click on the wrong one? I think I clicked on the wrong Tesseract. I'm pretty sure I did. Tesseract owner. Yeah. Give me one. Thank you. That'll do it. Alright, good. I knew I was going to do that. Alright, owner only, main power, configure, set. Okay, so we should be getting main power through here. Now what we need to do is, I believe it's a mod called energy converters. Energy converters. What is it called again? Converter. Let's just look it up. Here we go. Power converters. Oh, I was right the first time. So what we need to do is we need to get ourselves an RF consumer, and we need to get ourselves a, where is it here? An EULV producer. So we want to get the EULV production going out into these metal formers. Because I'm pretty sure, I can't remember if they'll explode, but it's fine. That should be enough for right now. So we need to make ourselves an EULV consumer, which is tin plates, RE battery, and insulated tin cable. Not that bad overall. And equally, we're going to need an energy bridge. This guy here. Very easy to make overall. Why would you use those other recipes? This is way cheaper. And we're going to need an RF consumer, which again, quite easily done. So here is our energy bridge. I believe that is one of the main things that we do require. I'm pretty sure about that. It's been a while since I've tried though. We need this guy, which means we need some double layers. I don't have the capacitors set up yet. Really? Really? Okay. So we'll need 2, 3, we'll need 8 of these. And means we need 4 of those. Good. Alright, let's get back into what we need. The RF consumer. I believe this is the guy we need. I'm pretty sure this is the one that we need, because it's consuming RF to convert it into the EU. I think that's the way it goes. And then we're going to need an EULV consumer, and that's going to require a little bit more work. That's going to require some tin plates and stuff like that. We already have the tin cables, but we'll need the tin plates and some of that other stuff as well. I'm not sure. Do I even have a hammer? I don't know. I'll have to get these guys. I'll get these guys sorted out a little bit more, and we can use the engineer's hammer. That'll work. And once I have it all sorted out, we can go from there. I clicked on the wrong thing. We're going round the tour all the way over to the tube. Well, there you go. There you have it. Alright, so there is our EULV consumer, and then we just need to convert that into a producer, right? Yeah, output. Okay, good. So I think this is going to work. I haven't played around with this in quite some time. Probably since 147, to be honest. So let's give it a try and see what we need to do here to get this thing operational. I'm going to just quickly set it up down here in the basement of this building. Sure enough, it's exactly as I remembered. So you have the Tesseract with the RF going into an RF consumer, going into a energy bridge, because that's bridging the gap between them, into the EULV producer, just like I thought. And up here, our metal former now has the whatchamacallits. We're good to go. Let's just call it that. All right, so our metal former is set up and ready to go. Now we can set up our items in here to store, basically. So we also are probably going to need an auto eject, auto ejector upgrade. Yeah, one of these guys. That's going to take a bit of work. Okay, all right, but first things first, let's get our stuff set up properly. Now I think an ME interface is what we want. If not, maybe it'll be an import bus. I can't recall for the life of me, but I'll double check it as we go, and we'll get it done either way. So we'll do that. We'll put those away, and what we want to do is we want to say 1 copper, boom, 1 of you, this is going to be switched to that, is going to equal some copper cabling. Right? Pretty straightforward. Now, I'm going to be doing a lot of running back and forth here between these two, and I'm sure I'm going to misclick a lot on my setup. So we're just going to get this guy set up. Yeah, that power situation is not great, though. So that's going to equal 3 copper cable, for example. And then we can set up this pattern, and I want to see if it's going to do it. I guess that's the testing point here. So that'll be our patterning code. Good. We can put that away. And let's see if it actually crafts these items the way I want them to. I don't think it will. Just off the top of my head, I don't think it's going to work the way I want it to. But we do have the pattern. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it will. Now, if we go copper cables and tell it how many we want to store, is that going to work? I don't think so either. No. I'd like to get it so that we can use just like one metal former for multiple things, but I don't know if that's going to be possible or not. We will keep that storage pattern just for right now. Let's try the import bus and see what that gets us. So I just switched back to the export bus here, I decided, and we're just going to export copper in here and away it goes. So I found 2 works right now with our current power situation, so we'll leave it at that. But as you can see, it's not auto exporting these guys at all to where they need to be. So we need to, let me just double check. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not going the way we need it to go. So we need to get that auto eject upgrade on this guy, and I guess we're going to just have a similar setup to what we need over here. Now, I didn't want a lot of this stuff. I just want a minimal amount. 8 stacks should be more than enough for our needs for the most part. So let's go with getting this thing set up properly. So we have that. We need to get the auto eject upgrade. So the auto ejector upgrade is, or ejector upgrade, sorry, is very nice, but in the meantime we need to get some of this other stuff set up as well. So we need insulated copper wire. Yeah. So for that we're going to need some rubber. We have not automated the process of rubber at all. We are still using EMC for that. So I need to get that up and running as well. We'll have to do that over there too. Maybe we might even need like a rubber tree farm or something. I'm not sure. But for right now, we'll pull out some rubber. And yeah, we basically have to cook this stuff, don't we? So yeah, that's a bit of a situation. We have not set up a smelter or anything for that. So let's actually get a smelter out and set that up over in our other section over here, because rubber can be done over here. I've just now decided. So this guy will be a furnace only. I'm going to need the export bus and all those goodies to get this thing up and running, and then we can proceed on. Alright, so we want to set up a little bit of auto crafting. I set up the auto crafting of the rubber bars to be automatic. I don't want to have insulated copper cable just always around. We can just auto craft it when it's necessary. So that's going to be a little bit easier overall. So that guy can go into here as well. Let's just find a spot. Any old spot will do. Excellent. So that's going to get the auto crafting up and running. So we should be able to... we're a little bit shy. I need to move some over. I know, right? It's a little construed. It's, you know, there's a few things that we need to get going here before we can get it all up and running. But we did run a drawer controller here, and I did set that up so everything that we start to process and work through should automatically end up in our system. So we're going to get this stuff going. So that's going to give us enough for the circuit itself. Good. And what do we need? We need an iron plate for that and some redstone. Okay, so let's just do a hammer quickly with some iron to get the iron plate until we set up another whole setup type thing. So those will be there. Good. We'll do this with this. We'll get the iron plate, because that's the one that we're going to be using. So that'll be like that, and that's going to give us our electronic circuit crafting recipe. Very good. So we'll put that away, and we do need to get ourselves the electronic circuit first and foremost. So that's our first recipe right there. Now, we might level emit these to always keep a decent amount available at all times. That is one of the things that I would like to do. We need 2 more of those, and let's see, so the ejector upgrade, let's get it going. So we got that. We need a piston. I'm pretty sure we can craft those. We can. A couple of pistons, and we also need to get ourselves a hopper and throw that in there. Okay, good. So let's now do it over here, because we're going to need a decent amount of these. So boom, and vanilla recipes. The vanilla components of Industrialcraft recipes don't automatically input for whatever reason. I'm pretty sure it's a bug. It's a terrible bug. It's a very annoying bug, but that is what is happening there. So that is why some things just aren't working right. Anyways, we'll get our 1 ejector. That's good. And we will set it up accordingly. So that is going to eject to a specific... Oh, no. Oh, no. See, this is why I probably shouldn't have connected all of these together. It's fine. No big deal. Maybe we need to start investing in some, like, long-range ones or whatever to kind of speed this up a little bit with the viaducts. You know, as good as they are, it's one of those things. So, let's see. We want to eject to the east side. Is that right? That's to the north side. South side. Okay. Okay, let's do this quickly. And like that. Okay, so that should be to the north side now. Yes, it is. Good. So now we can actually put this in here, and it should automatically eject those copper cables, which it did, into the drawer beside it. Good. So that should give us 8 stacks of copper cables. The next step is I want to set up auto crafting for these metal formers, because we're going to need a decent amount of them if we want to have all of the components available to us that are going to work for us. So the first things first, we need this. Pretty easily done, especially now that we have the copper cables all set up. I'm just going to make 3 of them while we're at it. Then we're going to need the toolboxes themselves. These guys are a little bit more complicated because they are going to require some bronze item casings and some chests. So we'll put down the chest like that, and otherwise I'm going to get the hammer and some bronze. We're going to need 5 bronze, like so. Good and good, and then that's going to turn into item casings as well. Now, again, I'm just doing this more manual at the moment so that we can get things more readily available and working for us. Again, we're going to set up metal formers. These next ones that we're setting up are going to be the ones that we need to make more metal formers, so iron plates, etc. So that is going to be a huge component, and those are actually going to be stored probably in an actual drawer, because we will go through a decent amount of them. Alright, so let's get this guy auto-crafted set up, because we need it. We need it, we need it, we need it. Alright, and we're going to need another circuit as well. And good thing we have that plate. Perfect. Okay, so other than that, I need 8 more of you. Excellent. Farewell, T-Vox. Okay, we'll put that in there, and I think we're good to go. So let's do these all in here, just like this. Like so, and that should give us pretty much everything that we need, I think. Let's make one more of these. Let's make our machine block. Basic machine casing. Good. Craft. And let's make our metal former. Awesome. Okay, perfect. So we have that recipe made up. Good. So we're on our way. We are on our way to getting things done. We also need another ejector upgrade, but I don't have the iron plate, so we're going to leave it for right now. No, we're not. No, we're not. I'm going to make another iron plate, and we're going to do it right live now. Okay, and this should be the last time that we have to make iron plates. Hopefully. Hopefully. Alright, good. We're going to head on back over to our intersection A, into our Industrialcraft and Tech Reborn room. This guy is going to move, and we're going to replace that with a regular drawer for iron plates. And the reason being, well, I want lots of iron plates. You go through them very quickly, or you can go through them very quickly, so I highly recommend having it accordingly. We need to set the auto eject up correctly and throw in a couple of those. This is going to be in rolling mode. Good and good. Not bad at all. Get that. Let's do an export. Let's make 10 of those just while we're at it. Into there. Excellent. And that is going to then be iron automatically inputted in at all times to roll accordingly. Now the biggest problem that we're going to have here is we do have to run some more power, and I don't have very much, but let's just do it like this. We'll run it right up the backside here, and that way everything will be powered quite nicely and uniformly. So that'll be like that. Good. That can be our way in now as we flood the basement. We're good. Okay, so we have power here. We should be processing, and we're already running out of power. Okay, great. Great, great, great. We might need some sort of a battery buffer here. That might be the case that we need, because that 1 LV is just not really cutting it. The other option is we could upgrade this to a like an MV and then get transformers. Transformers or transformer upgrades. Because we go LV to MV, and that's going to make a pretty big difference. Yeah, you know what? I might just do that. Let's see about upgrading this to MV. It's not that much more expensive, and we should be able to do it quite easily. Alright, so a quick coil, and that's our LV transformer. That's good. We'll need one of those at least. Why can't I craft that? Planks? Planks, please. Planks, please. That's another one that we need to fix up here because that is ridiculous. All right. And then EUMV. This should be pretty much good to go. We need a bit of copper plates. That's the other thing we needed. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll craft those up like so. Industrialcraft just requires all that extra little step, if you know what I mean. And it's a little bit tedious, I'm not going to lie. We need some copper cables, like so. And this should give us... Oh boy, I messed that up, didn't I? Yes, I did. I forgot that you overwrite with that. Okay, good. So that's going to give us our pattern thing for the EUMV. And then I'm just going to place that in there like so, and that's going to give us our producer as well. Just so that we have everything accordingly. Okay, so I'm going to pull out the producer, and we will need to upgrade these items, understandably so, and with... pretty decent haste. So we're going to need copper cables instead of the tin cables. So let's get a decent amount of those crafted up. 12 should do for now. So that's going to pull it out of there. But the next thing that we're going to need is we're going to need the transformer upgrades is the way that I want to do this. And to get that, we're going to need an MV transformer, which is that and a metal machine casing. So, boom, one of those. We have the iron plates now, so that's easily crafted. Excellent. Let's get that going. So, transformer upgrade. We'll set this up accordingly. We're pretty much at wrapping up point, which is crazy to me. I can't believe that we're already pretty much there, but we are. I don't even know what to say, but it's one of those things. So, we're going to need a circuit. Those can be auto-crafted now. That's good. We're going to need that transformer upgrade. We're going to need the gold. We're going to need some glass around. Okay. So glass like so. And then we're going to need some of that gold cabling. So let's do some of that up quickly. These are the types of things, like I was hoping to do it all through the one method. But now we're going to have to do it all through multiple metal formers, basically because my idea didn't work more than anything. So that is going to become the transformer upgrade. That's going to go like this. All right, good. In the meantime, though, you know what? We should actually auto-craft that. We should actually auto-craft that as well. Good. Set that up. We're going to need at least one... at least 2 of those. Good and good. Alright, so this should give us our transformer upgrade as well. Oh man, so many little things just to make a little old upgrade. So that, and then we need the glass around it because Industrialcraft problems. And I just messed up the recipe. Good. Okay, transformer upgrade. And I can't click it. Why? I'm sure I'm short something. Okay, and transformer. 1. Go. Oh, I didn't craft one of the gold cables. Okay. So I actually need another transformer upgrade. So we need 2 of these before we transfer over, or else our power system will not work appropriately. The other thing that we could do as well is some additional energy storage in these machines to help them as well. But this should, I think, do the job more or less. So let's remove this power out of the system. Like that. Good. We're going to remove that, and I'm actually just going to place the new one, not the LV, the MV, right there. Good. And we will bring off the copper off of it, like so, and run our copper up, and hopefully we do not explode or reno anything. No, we're good. We should be good. We should be good. Alright, so there's our 10, and as you can see, now the power is really good. We are full because we're actually getting enough power to supply the needs that we're going through. So it's one of those fine lines of what you need to get done. So let's see, 4 upgrades. Yeah, it might be too many. 1 too many maybe. Yeah, 3 upgrades is pretty good. That should fill up that copper cable really soon, and then that'll cap that out anyways. And our iron plates are going to go for quite some time. So anyways, that is going to be it for today. I need to make a few of these metal formers, quite a few. And for that, we're going to need a decent amount of bronze and all that kind of stuff. So let me get all of this set up, and we'll see how far I've progressed next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate every single one of you, more than you probably even realize. Your support, your kindness, everything has been so helpful. Thank you so much, and have a fantastic day.